Hello class, today I'm going to show you my graphic notation score. This big picture here helps me tell the story of Jasper the green jumping spider. But instead of using words, I use sounds, lines, colours and shapes. Just like our drama story, our animal soundscape has 5 parts. Each part shows a different moment in Jasper's life. Let's look at it together from the beginning. The first part of the score is the orientation. This is where we meet Jasper in our garden. When I painted this part, I used lots of soft greens and yellows because gardens are full of leaves, sunlight and life. I drew smooth, curvy lines that move gently across the page. These lines show the quiet movement of the garden and how Jasper jumps slightly from leaf to leaf. For this part, I used the sound of maracas. The maracas sounds like leaves rustling and tiny insects moving around in Jasper's home. The sound feels calm and safe, just like the garden at the start of the story. Now we move to the next part. This part is called the complication. This is when something goes wrong in Jasper's garden. We know this because we can see it rising. In this part of the score, the colours change. I used darker colours like brown and green, and I drew sharp, jagged lines. The lines show danger and discomfort. They show that the garden no longer feels like a safe space for Jasper. For this part, I used the sound of an aerosol can. The sound is sudden and harsh, and it feels uncomfortable to hear. This sound helps us to imagine how the insect spray feels for Jasper when it goes into the air and onto his leaves. In the middle of the score is the rising action. This is a part of the story where the human stops and listens to Jasper. The lines in this section move up and down and dot across the page. I used mixed colours to show thinking, wondering and learning. Nothing is solved yet, but things are about to change. The sound I use here is gently tapping on wood. The sound is quiet and slow. It sounds like thinking and listening carefully. This shows the moment that the human starts to understand what Jasper needs. Next comes the resolution. This is when the spray is put away and the garden feels safe again. In this part of the score, the movements become bigger and smoother and the colours return to light blues and greens. The lines rise and fall, showing the garden healing and finding balance again. For this part, I used the sound of water flowing in a bottle. The sound is steady and calm, like the garden breathing peacefully. This sound shows Jasper's home becoming healthy again. The final part of the score is the reflection. This is the quiet ending of the story. Here I use soft purple and pink colours in swirls. These colours show calm, safety. The sound I use at the end is slowly breathing. It's a very soft and respectful sound. It helps the story end peacefully and reminds us to care for all living things. Now that I've explained my graphic notation score, I will present it to you from start to finish. I will follow the picture carefully and present each sound in order. I will let the sounds tell Jasper's story.